Hello and happy day 2 of our Thankful for 30 challenge. So welcome back. Thank you so much for coming back. And I'm so excited to be just carrying on with this. Let's dive right into. Today we are going to talk about dropping the more mentality.
I know it's nothing new, but it's so good to see you.
So this is something that I actually had like an epiphany on, and I've shared a little bit about it over the last month if you've seen those videos. But basically what it came down to is I realized through doing these monthly vision boards and, looking at it as a place of lack, I have been seeking more instead of appreciating what I have and excited to work towards achieving more. And I know that that might sound kind of confusing, but let me try to explain it a little bit more. So essentially what was happening, especially in October, and this is where this epiphany came from. The first half of October, the first 2 weeks were a roller coaster of things, and I got zero done when it comes to my goals, anything on my to-do list, like 2 weeks basically. And some of it was spent doing really fun, wonderful things that I am very excited about, and I'm not like ashamed or mad that we did it. But then the other things were sad and I had no control over. And I don't know about you, but when you go through a situation like a death in the family that you have no control over, it's like a very uneasy feeling. Like you're like, ugh, I don't like that. Like I want to be in charge. And sadly, that's just not how it works, right? And so with that, it was in those moments where when I looked back on those 2 weeks, I was like, but I'm not mad about these last 2 weeks. I've gotten to spend so much extra time with family due to the death in the family. My uncle passed away, and that silver lining got to be that I got to see so much family that I wouldn't have seen. And I got to celebrate his life and just be a part of that. And that was really, really special. That was something that I'm so thankful I got to be a part of, right? But then I also was celebrating my husband's birthday and our 2-year wedding anniversary, and I got to go to multiple of my nephew's football games. And so in those moments of me reflecting back on like, what have I accomplished so far this month, when I was, checking in with myself in the middle of the month, I was like, hold on though. I'm not mad about any of those things. I am so grateful I got to be there with my family. I'm so thankful that I got to go and celebrate my anniversary and be there to support my nephews as they played football that they love, and, all of these things. And so I was like, something's wrong here. And it was my mindset, because I was stuck in this more mentality. I was stuck in this not appreciating what I had, but in this, you're not doing good enough, you need to do better. So I officially chose to drop the more mentality. And I truly believe before we can move forward in this Thankful for 30 challenge, before we can move forward on being gracious and having that gratitude towards the life that we have and towards the things that we've already achieved, we have to drop it. We have to drop that mentality. You cannot be thankful for something at the same time as you are beating yourself up about not achieving something. Those do not go hand in hand. They will not work together. So we're going to get rid of the inner critic that is telling you you're not doing enough and that you haven't achieved enough so far this year, and that, you suck, and all of those terrible things that inner critic often tells us. We're getting rid of that. That has to leave. And to be completely honest, what I also realized was if I keep letting that inner critic run the show, I'm not really in a place of achieving or in this mindset or feeling confident in myself to achieve in the first place. I'm in this place of feeling deficit and feeling badly and feeling negative and feeling like, what's the point? So we literally have to let go of that inner critic and that mean girl voice in our head that's telling us you're not doing enough, because nobody is going to achieve much if you have somebody in your corner that's saying you're not good enough. No, duh, of course you didn't achieve it. You set your goals too high, you this, you that. Like, that's not going to make us want to achieve. That makes us want to go lay down on the couch and hide our face, because we're so disbelieving that we can even do it, right? Instead, if we can be thankful and appreciative of how much we've achieved, the fact that we made it, it's November 2nd, and we are here and we are showing up and we are still trying to do the things, whether we've achieved them or not, does not matter. We are here, we are trying, and that is what matters. And that's what we can be thankful for. We have tried, we have actually achieved. And if you really sat down and thought about it, you could probably list a whole list of things that you actually have achieved this year, even though they may not be the big shiny things on the vision board that you made. you have still come so far. And that is worth paying attention to, that is worth focusing on, and that means dropping that more mentality for good. Now, I will say it's gonna creep back, but having this mindset and being able to recognize it, so I really encourage you to take a step back and think, have I been stuck in this more mentality? Let me know in the comments below. Have you also been stuck in this more mentality? There's no shame there. I fully admit that's where I was. I fully admit that was causing a lot of struggle in my life, and that was causing a lot of just unhappiness. I'm here to live a happy and a healthy life. I cannot do that if I am constantly feeling like I need more, like I'm not enough, right? So I want to encourage you today, let that go so that we can move forward in this Thankful for 30 challenge. Okay, so I will see you tomorrow for day 3, and I cannot wait to dive in and get a little deeper. But first, let's let go of that. Let me know that you have let it go in the comments, and I cannot wait to see you tomorrow. See ya.